Hi, this is Al. It's been a while since I was here to brief you about the things that we've been doing, but there's been so much going on, and I'm going to probably be doing a series of videos in which I will be telling you about some of the things that we're doing around GGLI and some of the other projects that we have been up to. It's been a really busy month. But today, I just want to tell you about the one thing that we've been doing this week. We went for something called a horizontal learning meeting. The idea behind it is that you bring together a number of organizations from different countries. In this case, there was Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Senegal, Ghana, and they all came together for purposes of sort of sharing their experiences, sharing their lessons, sharing their failures and the things that they've struggled with for a while. The meeting was organized by a donor called the Hewlett Foundation, who is one of our supporters here and who supports all of those organizations that were there. And the purpose of the meeting was to just have some honest reflection about some of the things that we go through, about some of the programs that we tend to do. And we also got to do a field visit to one of the Ugandan organizations, and they've got this very interesting scorecard that they do that we all sort of had a great deal of learning from. A number of things struck me that I think would be useful to record. One was the level of honesty and openness with which people talked, even though Hewlett, as the donor, was there. People were able to talk about the things that they don't know. People were able to talk about the failures. People were able to talk about what they struggle with. And in addition to this, of course, the successes. But you know that most of the time when you're going to a meeting, especially when donors are going to be around, you tend not to talk about the things that you struggle with because of the fact that a lot of donors have this expectation that A, you absolutely know the answer, you absolutely know the solution that is going to work. B, that if they have given you money, then definitely you're going to succeed and there's not going to be any failures and there's not going to be any struggle. I think it is useful for nonprofits, especially working around transparency, openness, around tech, around the relatively new subjects, to come together frequently and just talk about what their experiences are and what is the difficulty that they tend to have. And I think it is useful for donors to sort of find a way in the power dynamics of being a donor and with grantees and so on and so forth, to sort of show that it's okay not to know what the solution is. It's okay to be clear that what you're doing is you're hypothesizing what the solution might be and that you're going to try it out and see how it works. A lot of the things that people do are experiments, and it is just tragic sometimes to see people feeling the pressure or responding to the pressure to show that whatever it is that they did is actually making a fundamental change, even though in some cases it really does not. It's important that we all communicate to ourselves and to others that it is okay to fail, and that failure is good, and that failure is useful for purposes of learning. It's okay for us to remain real amongst each other and amongst our donors. And I think by and large this was achieved in this meeting that was held in Kampala. And I just want to record that, for purposes of going forward, what we as the Open Institute are kind of wanting to commit ourselves to do is to, at the very least, bring together some of the organizations that we work closely with over breakfast, around this table, and just say, hey, so what are you guys doing about motivating your constituencies, or motivating some of the partners that you're working with? How are you dealing with issues of money and communities and all these things, just so that we can be able to share those experiences. For us, that's real value, and being real is fundamentally important. So anyway, I'm going to be briefing you in subsequent videos about the things that we've been doing lately. So please keep it here, do subscribe, and stay with us. Thank you very much.